Hey guys, welcome back to the Forest 100 Day Survival run that I'm doing. So, sorry that we haven't gotten a video posted in a couple of days. There was some stuff that came up, and it kind of halted me being able to film for a few days, and I'm just now getting to it. So, sorry for the inconvenience. I know these videos release on different days than when they're filmed, but as of me talking, it's 4-28-2022. And if all things go according to how I have planned, in the next couple of days, you guys should be seeing a new series popping up on the channel. It's one that I am really super ecstatic about actually getting to play. And so it's day 30 in game. We're making some decent progress. And so I know I haven't really, like, had you guys see what I've been up to in a while. So I will go ahead and give you guys kind of a tour of what I've done since. And so there is the gazebo that I've built, which I'm super happy I made this gazebo. I've got this giant bridge I'm working on, and I finished this little pond. It is a pond that I have made just as like a little swimming, cleaning up, getting water if I have to, and as you guys can see, fish also spawn in this pond, and I am just chilling. Man, can't reach that fish, but it's not that big of a deal. And then, as you guys can see, I built some stairs and some stuff over here that essentially helps lead up there. I made all sorts of things. Now, I know some people that have watched previous survival series, like one of them for the forest, not the forest, but Minecraft, that I had done was a 100 day survival video, and then I did like a 200 day, and I know like people are maybe gonna wonder, oh, hey, so like when you complete this survival, are you gonna end up doing a like, 200 day survival one where you're restarting? If I did have plans to do a in the forest 200 day survival thing, I'd honestly, in all seriousness, I'd end up immediately just continuing from where I left off in this game after the 100 days ended. And I'd be like, alright, I made it 100 days already, let's see if I can make it another 100 and turn it into 200. And that's what I would do instead of starting a whole new save and having to go through a giant whole entire task with that. It would save me more more time and effort that way. But I have no plans in continuing the series past 100 days. I do plan on eventually, everyone, and I feel bad that I paused, because I'm not gonna lie, I honestly hit a wall. Which is that I want everyone to know that I do have plans to eventually continue my run, or runs, I should say, of Elden Ring. And sorry if I sound a little stuffed up. My sinuses are a little clogged right now. But I do plan on eventually finishing out my Elden Ring playthrough. You guys have seen I'm not, like, you guys have seen that I'm actually a pretty good Soulsborne player. I've played the majority of the game as Caveman. The Caveman run in Elden Ring is being a little tough, but I know I'm getting really close to the end of the game as a Caveman, and I'm really impressed I've made it that far. Especially with how much tougher, in my opinion, Elden Ring is over Dark Souls. Like, Dark Souls' difficulty versus Elden Ring's is a joke to me. Woo doggy. That's a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4. From what I could see, there was about 5. Okay. We'll go ahead and do this wrap around and see if I come up here if I can't get any. I need to do some type of steps around these rocks because yet again it's gonna add, but are you guys kidding me? of course, this is a terrible mistake, but so I wonder if I'll be able to get this place as set up as I'd like. I can hear them trying to... So definitely get that set up, get one from here to there set, and then essentially I'll be good. So we'll go ahead and collect some rocks. So then... this base is gonna end up being pretty freaking nice, and I'm gonna like how I've got this thing set up. So, I really like how I'm setting this thing up slowly. I know that I'm getting attacked on and off, which it's bound to happen. And I know that it's a common occurrence because it's the forest. Like, come on. Yeah, I should be expecting that I'm going to be getting attacked by something. But with these new defenses I'm slowly putting up, it's gonna help me defend my home even more. Because if they try to rush my walls, they're gonna get stabbed. And it's gonna save me the pain and torture of essentially, like, me having to personally... It's gonna, as I was trying to say, save me, like, the pain and torture of, having to, like, personally sorry everyone. Yeah, it's gonna help me save myself the pain and torture of essentially having to Sorry I keep pausing like that. It's gonna save me the pain and torture of having to essentially be stuck out here. Okay. So now I can get this base set up, the better, because I'm trying to turn this thing into something slightly extravagant, everyone. And then I've got some pretty big plans for what I plan on doing. I've got some pretty big plans for what I plan on doing with that back area of the forested zone. Once I've got the majority of the trees down and their stumps, I kind of want to try to put up a custom house model, which I know is going to take a while, which is why I'm glad I have this. Which definitely should have assumed that I'd be dealing with this. So, okay. Okay. So it's gonna be a moment before I can pass out. What I might do is I might just let my character try to make it to the morning, but fix their sleep schedule, because sleep schedules do play a thing in this game, and they can actually affect how your character sleeps, when they're able to sleep, at what time of the night and stuff. So I think my game plan is stay awake, yeah, pretty sure I'm gonna go with stay awake, get through the day, and then fix the sleep schedule the next night. hard for me to see with this frost on the sides of my corner, so I am... Can't even sleep even if I wanted to, so... We're gonna pretty much just... Are you kidding me? I saw that. How? How? Man. I swear, this kind of stuff only happens to me. Well, not only, but... Man, is it insane. Okay. Daytime should be happening soon. We'll go ahead and we'll head on out. While that's happening. That doesn't sound good. Okay. This feels like a mistake because I remember seeing the armsies around here. And that sounds big and menacing. And there's the two armsies some way, somehow. How did they get from over here to over there? I'll never know. I'm like so worried of coming out here because I'm like, I'm gonna get attacked. This is gonna be the end of me. Yeah, when you just don't give a crap anymore and you're just like, yo, hey, sup, cannibals. Just kind of like walk in right by them, just being like, screw it. Okay. So, like, I know that there's supposed to be a whole bunch of, cannibals up here, essentially, because of the armsy over there. And then there is the, or there should have been, cannibals up and out here. are chances. I still have one of the expendable deaths in game before permadeath settles in. Alright, so we are just gonna start trying to grab the room down. I'm starting to get pretty armored up, which is a good thing, because it means that I will have defenses against it means I'll be pretty defended against attacks, especially if, say, a mutant spawns into camp and I can't combat them from a distance. I have to get up close and personal. That will allow for me to roughly it will allow me to roughly survive the attack. Hopefully. But food racks are doing fine, I guess. Could always be doing better. That's just my feeling though about this game when it comes to food, because I've had servers where I've played with Kaiju, Sergey, Jack, and another person back in the day, and like we did not have an easy time with food. People were eating food way too often in game. It was causing problems for us to try to survive. But that fixes that little tidbit there. And okay, still don't have sticks. What the heck? What? What makes those sounds? Enemy died. Just trying to make sure that I don't waste my armor. Well, I just lost the one piece of armor. I mean, I'd like to lose the lizard piece of armor that I've got. But I understand. Okay. Not gonna lie, pretty impressed with how well progress-wise I've been making. Okay, once I can get that to come down after this, and then grab, and okay. So then, 3 of 18. There's this here. Maybe wanted to say screw it and make it just a random set of stairs here anyway. Even though they're not necessary, it's just for the aesthetic. And then you know what? We're gonna actually do me a big favor. I should have expected as much. And then just do some moving around. So, there's not much more for me to be doing really right now. I am going to okay, let's do that, and then that will finish. It's getting the rest of the thing set up with these new defenses, and then questioning whether or not I should do the inside that way or not. That's the real question that gets raised. And yeah, I've noticed that ever since I've tried to... I'm not tried, but ever since I've pretty much laid down those, ever since I've laid down the spike wall barricade things, I've noticed that there's been less enemies attacking that side. So I'm pretty sure that if I can... Essentially, I'm pretty sure if I finish the spike walls, because if they run into it, it hurts the enemy, that should leave most enemies away from my base. I'm really happy with how this base is turning out. It's one of my, and the funny thing is that it's one of the least, it's one of my more unelaborate bases or homes that I've built. Like, I've built in survival modes triple story houses and have loved them with amazing big ass walls, but there's been more problems and issues doing those than like what I've had with this. So nighttime's about to head on up in this game, and I should be able to go to bed almost immediately this time. Okay. The base is turning out fine, and the base is gonna end up being fine. Like, the only thing I really have to do is finish a wall up along that ridge up there. And then I'm gonna add some stuff along the outside of this base. Other than, like, the stick twig things to make this base a little more secure in my eyes and more grand over time. I'm doing it this way so as that, like, I won't particularly say it's like so that I won't particularly be superly drawn to, like, okay, the best way to describe this would be I have a whole bunch of I have not a whole bunch. Sorry, I get a little tongue-tied and sometimes get a little like overloaded when I'm trying to think of things at times. But pretty much what I'm trying to say is that I will sometimes overload myself with multiple tasks and, like, turn my situation into a, oh, I'm gonna put down this blueprint and that blueprint, and, like, I'd have all these stairs, and then I'd have, like, a foundation out, like, in the middle of, like, out in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. I'd have this hardcore fucking, like I'd have this, I don't think the proper terminology that I'm looking for is hardcore, but it's just like I'd have all these intense projects, multiple things, thousands of logs. I mean, like, almost about 5 or 6K, even sometimes I've had like 8K worth of logs it said were needed, and just went straight to town. Building. But then, like, I'd start building those projects, and they'd be like, oh my god, I had another better idea. And then start working on another project. And it was like a never-ending chain, and the guys would get sometimes annoyed with me and be like, dude, you need to, like, choose one project, finish it, and then move on to your next. And so we this random tree by itself is something that I am not cool with. So I've noticed the tree line's getting further back now. That's not the worst thing in the world. It could be things could be far, far worse for me with the tree line. But I'm not gonna, like, chance it or worry about it or anything of that nature. That's gonna be a whole nother scenario for a whole nother time. My current goal is just finish the projects I'm working on and then get a new project started so that this survival is literally not just me running around. Or like, cause there are days that I could just literally stay in base and do that. I'm literally building this stuff and like making these ways to get around this base easier. Because one, it gives me something to do that isn't going to be super safe, because every time I go out there I take a chance of getting attacked or ambushed by any assortment of things. And with that being a thing, I kind of am trying to make it so that it works. Now, there's only a few minutes left for this episode, but I'm trying my hardest that before I have to cut the episode, I can maybe finish this little walkway, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. As soon as this is done, I'm doing this one because the map will give me a way to put logs into it from this end. Which there's more trees on this end than that end because I have to go further back over it on that side of the base. Okay, it is 14:18, yeah. I could probably finish this thing. There should be more than enough logs already pre-cut up there that I just gotta bring down. I do not like how this door sits, because unless like you jump at it, you are kind of stuck. Okay, so I'm gonna have to cut down another tree. That might not make it. Okay. This tree seems to be going down quite quick. I'd love to have the modern axe, but I honestly don't want to make the physical trip to the modern axe cave. And if I did so, like, just because I could, I'd want to I'd have to go purposely die to a cannibal, have them drag me off to the cave. I'd make sure to have everything I needed, food, other things wise, to essentially be prepped, but that would be somewhat of a waste at the same time. So, okay. I now have this. Alright, that is good. This is gonna make getting around a whole lot easier. So I just want to say thank you everyone for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. It is day 31 or 32 in game. I'm not really particularly sure because of when I started this video. But as you guys know, I do a 7-day period off screen. So if so, I will see you guys again on day 40 of the game. and then we'll be fast approaching halfway through the survival. Everyone take it easy, and until then, everyone, bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.